Hey guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 tutorial. We're gonna go ahead and cover how to install Mr. Vlad's Export Garage 2.9.1. This is a really cool mod right here. If you want to go ahead and just enhance your GTA 5 roleplay and just want to go ahead and enjoy the game a little bit more, I think this could be a mod for you. All right, at the very least, just go ahead and consider giving it a try and see if it's something that might just work out for you. All right, so with the whole concept of this mod, guys, is the fact that you'll be able to steal some vehicles, send them to Mr. Vlad's garage, and then you're gonna go ahead and get paid. As we take a look at this picture right here, it just gives you a list of the vehicles that Mr. Vlad might just give it to you and say, you know what, I need you to go find all of these vehicles for me. If you can go ahead and find them, and then over here it says any damage present at delivery will be deducted from your final payment. All right, so you need to make sure you deliver those vehicles pretty much in pristine condition. And then for another bonus, if you want to go ahead and just add a little bit of flavor into it, you can go ahead and go take these vehicles to a car wash or something like that for a little bit extra pay, or could go ahead and call it a little bit extra bonus or something like that. All right, so if you want to go ahead and give this mod a try, guys, go ahead and download the 2.9.1, the one that says current, and make sure you read the description of this mod right here. All right, you are going to need SCRIPTHOOKV, SCRIPTHOOKVDOTNET, and then over here it says recommended game config for limitless vehicles, especially if you want to go ahead and have some DLC vehicles spawn in traffic as well. We're going to go ahead and cover this part as well, just in case you might want to have this option in your game. All right, so with that said, guys, let's go ahead and minimize this page right here, and what we are going to need is our GTA 5 main directory in which you are playing all your real life mods and stuff like that. And we are going to need our scripts folder, so let's go ahead and open up the scripts folder right here. And then on my right hand side, I do have my Vlad Export Garage download. Let's go ahead and open up this download right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the pleasure of actually unzipping my files, because I always unzip my files before I can install them in my game. I don't know why, I just like doing it. All right, so with that said, guys, let's go ahead and open up Vlad Export Garage over here, and we do have all of these files right here. All right, and we do have a readme as well, which is going to come in very handy. All right, so with that said, let me go ahead and minimize this readme right now, and what we are going to drop inside our scripts folder is going to be these three files that I am going to highlight right now. Okay, so make sure you do have the export garage.dll and the export garage.ini and the iFruit add-on 2.dll. Make sure you go ahead and drag and drop these three files inside your scripts folder. All right, if you have something like, I don't know, LS Life already installed on your PC in your game, you should have your iFruit add-on 2.dll already installed. So it's gonna go ahead and ask you to replace. So let me go ahead and replace that. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and come back over here as well. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and go inside our export garage.ini. all right, let's go ahead and open up this configuration settings right here, and this is what we are going to find, and this is where you're going to go ahead and make a couple changes depending on what you like. Okay, so over here, guys, you want to go ahead and change the language to like Polish or Dutch. You're going to go ahead and put a 1 in here. If you want to go ahead and change it to Polish, you're going to go ahead and put a 2 over here. If you want to go ahead and change it to a Dutch, but if you want to go ahead and just keep it to English, we can go ahead and leave this one alone over here. All right, so if you want the DLC vehicles to spawn in traffic, you're going to go ahead and need to change this to a true. All right, but if you want to go ahead and make sure the DLC vehicles actually do spawn inside the game, you are going to need to go ahead and install this file right here. But we're going to go ahead and cover that very soon. All right, so let's go ahead and let me go ahead and just change mine to true right here. And then over here, guys, if you want to go ahead and be able to steal some motorcycles as well, you're going to go ahead and leave this one to true. But if you don't want that to happen, go ahead and change this one to a false. That way you'll be able to only steal vehicles. All right, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave mine as true. And then over here it says random mission frequency. Right now it's at 3, and the threshold you can put as high a number as like 100 to say always or something like that. But I don't want random missions that frequent, so I'm just gonna go ahead and change mine to maybe like a 40 or something like that, 40%. And of course you can go ahead and play with this around and see which one fits you the best and which one makes your game a little bit more realistic and stuff like that. All right, and then over here it says nearby vehicles notification, just in case whenever Mr. Vlad actually gives you a list of vehicles, especially if you are like me and you have a small brain like mine and you don't really know that many vehicles, that many in-game vehicles by name, and you want to go ahead and get notified whenever you do drive by a vehicle that Mr. Vlad actually wants, you can go ahead and change this one to a true. But if you know pretty much all the vehicles by name in game, you can go ahead and leave this one as false. But like I said, I do have a small brain, so I'm going to go ahead and change mine to a true. And then over here it says nearby vehicles search radius. All right, so the search radius right now is at 50%. Can call it 50% right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it right there just in case. You can go ahead and change this around depending on what you feel is the right number for you. But for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave mine as 50. All right, or maybe I should go ahead and make it I don't know. Since this is a tutorial, let me just go ahead and change it to 80. It's gonna go ahead and create a much bigger radius to search for these vehicles, and then you'll be able to, it will be much more easy for you to go ahead and go pick up these vehicles. But if you want to go ahead and make your game a little bit more realistic, you might want to go ahead and keep the number maybe like a 50 or something like that. It just depends, but for the purpose of this tutorial, let me just go ahead and change it to an 80, and then I will see what the difference is going to be, whether that's going to work properly or not. All right, and then over here it says the minimum reward percentage. All right, the minimum amount in percentage that you can actually get for a particular vehicle. I think this 20% is pretty low, so I'm gonna go ahead and change mine to like I'm gonna go ahead and raise it to like 55% or something like that. And of course guys, you can always play around with these numbers to see which one suits you the best. Okay, and then over here for the maximum number, I'm gonna go ahead and change mine to like 85%. I want to be able to get at least 85% of all the money that is going to be generated by selling that particular vehicle or something like that. Okay, and then over here guys, depending on whether you are playing as Michael, Mr. Franklin, or Trevor, you can go ahead and change this one as true. Since I'm operating as Mr. Franklin, I'm gonna go ahead and change this one to a true right here. Okay, I think that's pretty much all the changes that you can go ahead and make if you want. And then over here I can think it just give you the variety of type of vehicles, like cargo vehicles or something like that. There could be some cargo vehicles that Mr. Vlad might want you to recover or something like that. It just depends. I don't even know what car wanted car for supposed to mean. What type of vehicles are those? I think it just depends on whether that's an expensive vehicle, less expensive vehicle, what type of vehicle it might be. Is like a sedan, a SUV, or something like that. That could be what this means right here. All right, so if you made any changes right here guys, go ahead and go to file and save. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and go back to this issue right here guys. If you want to go ahead and make sure the DLC vehicles actually do spawn inside your game, if you can go ahead and go back to our readme over here, you will find that you might need to go ahead and make sure you do have OpenIV installed on your PC. So let me go ahead and bring up my OpenIV at this very moment in time, and then we're gonna go ahead and need to go to this pathway right here to install this file right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up my OpenIV here real quick, And once that's done, guys, let's go ahead and follow this pathway right here. All right, it's going to be this pathway right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to mods, go to update, go to update RPF, and then we're going to go ahead and go to X64 right here. And then we're going to go ahead and go to levels. All right, make sure you go to levels, and then we're going to go ahead and go to GTA 5 right here. And if you can go ahead and take a look at the list right here, guys, you will see that this is the file that we are going to be replacing right here. Okay, so with that said, let me go ahead and close this readme right here. So once you get to this page, go ahead and make sure your edit mode is on. All right, so if you do get a red banner right here, it might ask you to copy everything into your mods folder. Make sure you copy everything into your mods folder. Okay, so with that said, guys, if you want to go ahead and keep this original file right here, I think the best situation that you might need to do, let me just go ahead and close this one. We are done with that. You can go ahead and come to your desktop over here, go to a new, all right, go ahead, create a new folder. You can go ahead and name it whatever you want. Okay, and then you can go ahead and come back over here. Gonna go ahead and right click on this file. We're gonna go ahead and extract this file right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to my desktop, and then I'm gonna go ahead and look for this file that I just created right here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and select the folder just like so. If I go ahead and open up this folder, as you can see, I do have the original file that's going to be over here, just in case you want to go ahead and revert to your old file. If you don't want any of this stuff that we are installing right now in your game anymore, you can always go ahead and revert to this file right here. All right, so once you have that done, I'm pretty sure you are pretty much ready to install this file right here. So we're just going to go ahead and drag and drop this file inside right here, and of course it's going to go ahead and change some numbers over here for you or something like that. I don't know. And if you're not sure if it's one in there, guys, go ahead and drag and drop this file in here again, and then we are pretty much done with the install. Now I can go ahead and close my edit mode, go ahead and go to close all archives, and then I'm going to go ahead and exit out of OpenIV, and then we're going to go ahead and run the game and test this mod out here real quick. Let's get it. Alrighty, guys, we are in the game, so we're gonna go ahead and try to look for these Mr. Vlad's garages here real quick. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and see which one we're gonna go ahead and go to. Let me go ahead and open up this GTA 5 menu right here. So the garages are going to be marked by this $sign right here. All right, I think there's one right here. I think let me see if there's any other one. No, that's not the one. There's one right here as well. All right, go ahead and take a look at that big shot and see, so that you can see where it is. It's like right here. I think there's another one around here as well. Yep, around here as well. I'm not so sure whether there's one around Sandy Shoals, but we can go ahead and take this opportunity to take a look at that. I think there's one right here as well. So these are going to be all the garages for Mr. Vlad, where you can go ahead and deliver the vehicles to. All right, I think we're just gonna go ahead and go to this one right here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to this one right here. I think I know where it is, so let's make our way that way and figure out what the fuck is... Whoa, get out of my way, and figure out what the hell is going on over here. All right, oh, fuck off. I'm always crashing into something. I think we can go ahead and go through right here. As you can see, guys, this is one of the DLC vehicles right here. As you can see, this is one of the DLC vehicles right here. So if you don't have that done, you won't really see these type of vehicles in your game. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drive around and see if we can find even more of those vehicles. All right, and there's another one right there. That's a DLC vehicle, that orange vehicle at the front right there. I think where's the garage at? This could be the garage right here. All right, let's go ahead and pull in right here. As you can see, it says make a call to Vlad to open up to open garage doors. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So once you since we installed our iFruit add-on 2, let's go ahead and go to our contacts right now. We're gonna go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom, and then we're gonna go ahead and see Mr. Vlad is right there. All right, so let's go ahead and make a call to Mr. Vlad here real quick, and then it's gonna go ahead and give you a heads up to come in. So let's go ahead and walk inside right here. All right, and the thing that I really want to test out is the notification, because I don't really know most of these vehicles by head. So you know, we could spend 10 years looking for these vehicles. All right, so as you can see right here, guys, we do get a list for the vehicles that are potential for a tow, or should I say that are very much the vehicles that we can steal and bring it back to Mr. Vlad over here. So as you can see, it does show you the rewards and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go outside here real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and drive around and see if you can go ahead and spot one of these vehicles or something like that that we need to steal, and then bring him back to Mr. Vlad and get paid. And of course, guys, some of these vehicles just depend on whether they do spawn in the game or something like that. So it could be a little bit of a headache to try and find some of these vehicles right here. I think the best thing that you might need to do is to pretty much maybe like spawn one. I think if you go ahead and drive around here and we don't really find the vehicles that we need, I might need to go ahead and just spawn a vehicle or something like that, and just to go ahead and give it a try to show you what how you're gonna go ahead and get paid and stuff like that. All right, let's go ahead and drive over this way. Hopefully this radius thing is gonna go ahead and show me a vehicle that I do need. And of course, guys, if you do forget what type of vehicles that you need, you can go ahead and pull up your phone as well. Go ahead and call Mr. Vlad again, and then it's gonna go ahead and give you the list of the vehicles that you need, just like so. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and drive around right now and see if we can go ahead and find some of these vehicles right here. Let me go ahead and go into this rich neighborhood over here. See, alrighty, guys, as you can see on top of my mini map, it says there's a connect nearby, so I'm trying to go ahead and keep my eyes peeled here real quick to make sure this thing does not pass me by. What the fuck is it? Just says it's nearby. Where? Nearby? Oh, there's one right there. Okay, there's one right here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull in from the back of this vehicle right here, and we're gonna go ahead and snatch it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and snatch this vehicle right here. Let's see if we can go ahead and try to do this as quietly as possible, mate. All right, there you go. Gonna go ahead and get inside. And once you find that particular vehicle, is gonna go ahead. Vlad is looking for this vehicle. Deliver it to the. What the fuck? You hit my vehicle now. I'm gonna go ahead and get chased. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh, I need to fuck off, mate. I cannot send this vehicle to Vlad right now. This thing is damaged, mate. I need to go ahead and get it fixed. But take a look at some of the vehicles. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, I forgot I need to run away. All right, let me go ahead and take this thing to the garage here real quick. We're gonna go ahead and get it maybe like resprayed or something, and then we're gonna go ahead and send it to Mr. Vlad and get paid. All right, all right. I wish there was like a blip of the vehicles or something like that. I think with the blip it might be much better. But even though it just shows you like a little bit of a, you know, just giving you a heads up that you need to go ahead and just look around a little bit more. I think if you want to go ahead and just make your game a little bit more realistic in that fashion, I think that's pretty okay right there. So I can live with that, to be honest. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drive with this thing in here. All right, it's gonna go ahead and open up the door. So go ahead and make the call. Why am I making the call for? I'm delivering a vehicle, mate. Come on. All right, let's see what the hell is going on here. All right, so it's gonna go ahead and open up the door for me, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop this thing right here on this wide circle, and then it's gonna go ahead and say walk away, and we're gonna go ahead and walk away. As we do walk away to a safe place, we're gonna go ahead and get hella paid. All right, take a look at that. We just received $115,000 for this vehicle right here. So it says beautiful, not even a scratch. You earned yourself $115,500. I think that's pretty awesome. But with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this tutorial right here. So if you enjoyed this episode and you find that this mod might just work out for you, please do consider subscribing to the channel on the road to 1,000, and please do consider commenting down below as well. Let me know what you guys think and things of that nature. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll catch you guys next time, man. Peace.